So, what I figured out today kind of makes me angry a little bit. Apparently, the number you see here for the damage doesn't mean diddly squat in real life. Or, not in real life, but in this game. Notice, as this says 25 damage, right? Okay. So you would expect it to do the same amount of damage as this, or as this, or as this. Possibly. Well, okay, I don't... these four. Right? These four should do the exact same damage as one another. These three should do the same damage as one another, considering their headshot multiplier, which is a 1.34, is all the same. They all output 33 damage. This one is 20 damage, so we're going to ignore that one for now. But then these three are 25, all again with a 1.34 multiplier of the headshot. Okay. Well, let's see. Do I have a good scope on this? Let's just do the... Oop. Okay. Oops. Let's see. Okay, so... Standard... Extended... Let's just do basic. Okay, 25 damage, right? This isn't... Ooh, what am I doing? This isn't very, scientific by any means. Oops, sorry. Got a little trigger happy. We're gonna click that down to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 5, okay? And that does 4. That does 5. So 5 headshots. At the 75 and the 100 yard. 4 for the 10 meter. Or yard. Meters. Whatever. Right? Okay, I don't have the basic unlocked on that. Whatever. So, that they're all going to be standard, blah, blah, blah. So remember... Oops, sorry. Oops, my bad. Click it down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Oops, that was 4. I love how, apparently, if I do that, and then I come over here, and shoot a couple of these things, this regains its health magically. That's magic, right? Don't know how that happens. That's not the point. That was just something I just now noticed a little while ago. Okay, so remember, these four are supposed to be the same, right? So let's take this one. Oop. Let's make sure that I don't have anything crazy on it. Okay, so we're going to take off that, the muzzle device, basic, standard. Okay. Ignore those. Four. Five. Okay. That's 5. Okay, pretty standard, right? Okay, that's good. Now, I did do this with the suppressor on there, and with the heavy barrel. Nonetheless, I don't think it should make too big of a difference. I don't think it'll make any difference, personally. Oops. Shoot. Okay, ignore that. 1, 2, 3. What? 3? The other one was 4. This one's 5, right? 3. Huh? What do you mean? 3. Again, I'm not editing this. This is literal, real-time, no shenanigans, no edits, no fancy tricks, nothing. Okay, that's 3 shots to the head. How is that possible when you have the same damage output, the same headshot multiplier? Something's a little off here. Okay. I'll have to fix all my guns after this. So, then we get to the 33, right? This is where it gets interesting. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, so... let's see here. We're gonna do no muzzle. Basic barrel. Standard. And we're gonna have a 4, but I don't think the magazine matters at all, to be honest. Look it down to 1. 4. You'd expect that, right? But remember, damage 25 did that in 3. Same headshot multiplier, less damage, same distance. I'm benched. Why in the... I missed. Why is that? The time that I am taking to shoot these is not enough time for them to regain their health magically, even though I don't know how or why that does that. But again, okay? 1, 2, 3. Bam. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basic. Standard. Look it down to 1. That was 5. That's 3. That was 5. 5. What? Five. That's 4. This is gonna be 4. This is gonna be 3. It's gonna be 5. How? How is that possible? It gets even better. Because this is all magic. You know what I'm saying? At least as far as I'm concerned, this is pure unadulterated, clear, you know, confuse the hell out of me type thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't understand that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop, I missed one. 5. 3. I might have missed one on that one. I think I did. Okay, I missed a couple on the other one. Again, they don't have enough time to not, you know, reanimate or re-health, right? So, did you notice something? Again, no muzzle, basic barrel, standard ammunition, 25 damage, 1.34 headshot. That's variable. I mean, you know, I can take that off. That doesn't do anything other than make the control and precision. It doesn't have any effect on how good the bullets are hitting, to be honest. Neither does the magazine, considering that just holds the bullets. The scope is just that. It's a scope. It's an aid for sighting your target. But let's do that again. Okay, 25, right? And this is going 720 feet per second or something. It's down on 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What? I'm looking at that right? You see that? It's the bullets flying at oh, that's rounds per minute or whatever. The bullets going about a little under 700 feet per second. Meters per second, okay? Now, this is going a little slower. But that's interesting. It might help if I hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why would that 20-something meters, 27 meters a second difference have that much of an impact to where I'm having to shoot an entire another bullet with a higher damage output? That doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't to me. Okay, so, and get this. So this one's 624. This one's 644. If you look at the bottom, the little bullet thing with the, you know, it's in the thing, it's green. Okay? Let's try that. That's 4. I think that was 5. Oop, 2 misses. Yeah, that's 5 shots. Well, why is that? Why does that do that? How does that do that? Okay, because this is going faster than this one. This one has the same damage. These two are going a little slower than this one. But this one has a higher damage output. So let's mock this up, just like I had it before. I don't know how I had this before. I think that was not the right one. Oh, This one. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna put the silencer back on there. I'm gonna put the heavy back on there. The heavy makes it go slightly... no, it doesn't make it do anything. Never mind. Okay. Still, same thing. You can do that all day long with this gun. That was 3, I missed one. It's not because I'm benched either. It's not because I'm not in full auto. God, I hate this gun. It's got so much recoil in full auto. I cannot control this gun. This used to be one of my favorite guns, too. That was just because it had a silencer, though. But yeah, so that... And it gets worse. Because we can do this, the same thing with the assault rifles, right? Now this is going a little bit faster. This is going 900. Oh, wait. Okay, it's got a flash hider, basic, 20 round. Standard. We'll just take the flash hider off just for shits and giggles to make it, you know, replicatable. Put it down to single fire, or semi-auto. 1, 2, 3. Again, this has a higher damage output. So I would expect all these to do 3 hits, right? Well, they don't. This also has 33 damage. This also has a basic barrel. Standard ammunition. A horrible sight that I'm going to change. Single. Or semi. 4. 3. Okay, so that's pretty standard. But it's not, because it's inconsistent as all hell. I missed 2 of those. That was 3. One, 2, 3, 4. That's 3. 4. That's 4. I missed 1. That's 4. I have no idea why this happens. It makes no sense to me. At all. Okay, we can do this one. This one's going a little bit faster than the other one with the 25 damage rate, right? Okay, we're gonna take off the brake. We got a basic barrel, standard ammunition. God, I hope I have a better sight. I do. Okay. Same thing. Now this gun's a bitch and a half to shoot. 3. 3. So there's a little consistency, but there's no consistency. And if anybody knows how to make this gun not do that much recoil, give me a holler, because trying to control that. It's not working. I mean, that's pretty insane recoil. Okay, but that's 33 damage output. That's fairly normal, right? So we did that one. Did we do this one? I don't think we did this one. But no muscle, basic, standard. Oh yeah, we did do that one. Okay. Let's just do this one. I'm gonna take the suppressor off of it. And I'm gonna do the... oh. I'll do the short so it's got even slower, bullet speed, you know. That's 4. I missed one. That was one to the body. Explain that to me. I don't get it. 25 damage, right? Let's mess with one of these builds because I don't use this particular build. Okay, we got a short barrel, so that's good. It'll mean it goes slower or whatever. Four. I missed a whole couple of those. Okay, so that's cool. It does like 4. Basic. Standard. What is with these sights, man? Like, I don't know if they did this shit on purpose, or if they just like to fuck with people and make shit mean nothing. Because, again, same damage multipliers, same, you know what I mean? Same just about everything, right? Okay, so that's 4. But it just, the discrepancy between everything is just absolutely nuts. Did I do this one already? I did. I think I changed to 0 on 1, 2. I think that does 3. Yeah, that does 3. Okay, this is also doing 33. But... that does 4. Remember, these are doing the same damage outputs. It's 4 bullets at 100 yards. Going just as fast, or faster, than that. But it takes more. Okay, this one's going faster, but it's... still 4. So why would that be the same as this here? I mean, this does higher damage. Makes no sense, right? It gets worse. I don't even know what the other stuff was. Hold on. Standard, blah, blah, blah. Three. 5. 5. Okay, this is 33. This is also going much slower. So that takes 5, right? No flash hider. Basic barrel. Standard ammunition. Six. 5. Mind you, this gun does 16 damage. See? 16 damage. 16. Does that make sense? No. No, it does not. Basic. Standard. Oh. Never mind that one. I did 4. 5. Oops. Hit him in the body once. Five shots. Okay. 25 damage, right? Didn't this thing do 5 shots? Let's see. Yeah, 5 shots. Five. No consistency. Your damage means nothing in this game. I don't know, and I think that this has actually been ongoing since, you know, the last video I uploaded about something relevant to this. I just don't fucking understand it, personally. And it does it with this stuff too. Okay? For example, okay, that's all I can do on that one. I'll do no flash hider. Or nothing. 100 standard. Okay. No, this is gonna be tricky because I don't have a semi-auto. 3. Okay. It's 33 damage, right? No flash hider. Basic barrel. Standard ammo. We'll do a 3.5 scope on it. Four. Count the bullets. Four. Four. Three. Okay, does 33 damage. It gets interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that like that. One of those magic, you know, fours with three hitters. Okay, 33 damage. Cool. That's, you know, they should all be hitting 30, you know, three headshot, you're done. But they don't. For whatever reason. Standard, blah, blah, blah. That was 4. I think. I don't know why it doesn't go to 61 when it's a mag fed. When it's got a 60 round magazine, like they don't think that you can still keep one in the chamber when you put in a new mag. You can, it's not a belt fed. Look, that's magazine fed. Why in the world does it not give me an extra bullet? Does it just drop out the chamber? No. I would doubt that. However, with a belt-fed magazine, or a belt-fed machine gun, or a belt-fed gun, where it's got the links, like this gun, I could totally understand that. Oh wait, how many bullets was that? Okay. Okay. How does that do 3 damage? Or 3 headshot? Does that make sense to you guys? Count them. Again, this isn't edited once. This isn't stopped, paused, or anything. This is literally me doing this and then uploading it. Because I am confused as shit, and I have nothing better to do but share my confused boredom with you guys, which is apparently nobody. So, you know, whatever. I don't care. I'm still confused, and if somebody actually watches this shit and has an explanation, I'd love to fucking hear it, because this is absurd and makes no sense, because the damage number means absolutely diddly squat, obviously, because it doesn't. I mean, look, that's a 25 damage. It's doing three-shot headshots at 100. How? You know? It doesn't make no sense. Like, and this is all the way through almost every type, every category of gun. You know, the damage rate does not seem to actually do anything. Three again. Okay. Oh, wait. Was that one? Was it that one? This one? I don't know. It might have been. I missed one. I haven't tried this one yet, so we'll see. Is this one gonna be a three-shot headshot? Is it gonna be, you know, not a three-shot headshot? Is it gonna be a four-shot headshot? We'll find out. Apparently it's gonna be a four. Yep, it's gonna be a four. What type of LMG only carries 30 rounds? I don't know. I really don't, because normally LMGs are light machine guns, meaning they're portable, man-portable, you know, by singular persons for anti-personnel, and they're just basically for laying down suppressing fire or sustained fire. Which they actually make M4s with thicker barrels and like heavier duty, you know, gas springs and whatnot, and basically they just beef the shit out of them in order to sustain the sustained fire, because believe it or not, if you sit there and you mag dump 5 mags of 30 rounds out of a 5.56, you know, M4 in full auto within like as fast as you can, that barrel will burn your hands if you touch it. The rail guard or the whatever will probably be too hot for you to hold. You know what I mean? And then if you're shooting that shit suppressed, yeah, it's gonna be even worse. Because that's retaining the gases that would normally be expelled. But, you know, I mean, they are meant to lay down, you know, rounds without messing up. But if you do it often, you're probably going to have to replace your upper. Which, you know, obviously most people that are getting to play with those either can afford it, or they're, you know, not owning it and they're using it for their job. But, you know, even mag dumping semi-auto, you know, like as fast as you can with 30 round mags, whatever, just basically continuous fire. If for, you know, over 100 bullets, your barrel is going to be blistering hot. You know, there's just really no way of getting around that unless it's, you know, freezing outside. And that, I bet you, would probably cause problems of its own, because the cold and the hot and the restricting and the contracting and the metal, and, you know, it being cold is like frozen, beyond frozen. I've never done it, because I've never wanted to waste that much ammunition, or that much money in ammunition, just for the shits and giggles like the people on YouTube do. But yeah, I still don't know what type of LMG would hold only 30 rounds as a standard. Because as far as I'm concerned, that would just be in the rifle category. Because that's just your M16, M4, you know, M4A1, whatever. Like, literally your run-of-the-mill standard issue, you know, 16, maybe 14.5-inch barrel. You know, like, everybody kind of gets one of those when they sign up for or when they're in the military, like U.S. military, pretty much. That's like your standard, you know, rifle that they assign you. I don't know about M16s anymore, but probably most likely M4s. M4A1, something like that. But it's just your basic Colt platform. Although now it can be made out of, you know, excuse me, you know, it's a Eugene Stoner platform is what it is. Which, you see that thing on the side? The little thing that, you know, is coming above the safety, or the selector, and whatnot. It's like right before the buttstock, and right after the case, the ejecting port, by the above the handle, like directly above the handle, a little bit further back. That Eugene Stoner did not want to install on his weapon design, and in fact he absolutely could not stand the thought of putting one on there, and he tried to refuse the military, and he said no, it does not need that. If you cannot feed your round in the chamber, you have an issue, and do not need to force the round in the chamber, because that's what that is. That's a I can't chamber my round, so I'm going to force the chambering of my round rather than unchambering and fixing the problem, which doesn't allow the feeding of the cartridge into the chambering. But yeah, the U.S. military said, you know, you're gonna put one on there, motherfucker. And so that's what he did. He didn't want to. He didn't like it. And he was very blunt about that being a completely stupid idea. Because again, if you cannot chamber, if the round does not chamber, you should not be forcing that round to chamber and then try to fire it, because that could cause catastrophic failure of the weapon, and or, you know, injury or death, depending on the severity. He said if the fucking if the round doesn't want to chamber, you need to unload the son of a bitch and fucking clear whatever is causing the round not to chamber, and then go back at it. And the military was like, yeah, that works on the range. That doesn't work in, you know, you know, combat, like active combat when you're getting shot at and shit, and you're having bullets fly by you and your buddies. And you're like, no, fuck that. They're gonna need... So that's a forward assist, is what that is. That's what that little button is. Above the handle, right there and before the buttstock. The other thing that's right by the ejector port is called a case deflector. Or just a deflector out of the ejection port. And that's so that your brass doesn't fly in your face, or, you know, when it gets ejected from the mechanism of the blowback, it'll hit that port, or it'll hit that piece of metal, and then it'll fly off, you know, towards the side, rather than just up and around and down your shirt, hopefully. I would imagine it would depend on the angle of the deflector, of how well that would actually deflect the cases from going into your shirt, but it won't stop it from going into your buddy's shirt next to you. I can almost guarantee you that. But it's supposed to stop it from going into the shooter's, you know, like, face and stuff like that, because obviously when you're firing rounds at a fast rate of fire, and the, you know, the gun is moving and everything is kind of, you know, just just kind of bouncing. In those cases, you know, they don't necessarily go in one particular direction. It's not a consistent thing. They just kind of do whatever they want. Or sometimes they don't eject at all. But yeah, so I'm confused as shit. Oh, and also, there's no attachments I have unlocked for this, so I don't know why it keeps telling me this is a bug, apparently, that has been around for 2 days now. Really kind of stupid. Like, I can go through the camos. I don't have anything. So, if you're experiencing that, you're not the only one. Not that anybody watches these, but yeah, there's no stickers. Which I don't understand why they have stickers, because you're not going to put a sticker on a gun. You're likely not going to put a fucking charm on a gun. I might put that on my shotgun just because I have something similar to that in fucking COD Mobile for my fucking boomstick. Which is basically the lever action of Call of Duty Mobile. It's the 18 whatever, you know, lever action shotgun. The best shotgun, the HSO 405. Totally irrelevant to this. But, you know, yeah. Because I would go around shipment and just fucking beam people in the dome. In fact, I have 64 kills in a single match with that gun. With the HSO 405. You know. Yeah. Although I think it was like 90 something, 88 kills in a single match with my ICR 1 or whatever, the most basic gun in that entire game. I have like almost 100 kills just with that gun in a single match, one match with that particular gun. It was close to 90. I've actually gotten triple-digit kills with streaks and everything before. You know, grenades and everything overall, like triple-digit in a few games. Back when I used to play that a lot. But that's irrelevant. But yeah, that's a glitch, because it's happening also to this gun. This keeps telling me it's new. It's not new. You know, this was the one that started it. Was this. Like, I unlocked something. I checked that out, and then it just never went away. And it's been like that for a couple days now. So again, it's just something that they need to fix because, you know, they fix one thing or they say they fix one thing, and just like, you know, the thing that they might try to become, which would be stupid, they seem to do just that, which is they fix one thing and then another thing fails. But whatever. I still really don't talk that much shit. Considering 2042 compared to this, I really don't see why most people talk shit about this, because it's just kind of stupid. Considering that, look it, you have your classes. You know, this is old school classes. Look at, okay, I'm gonna do this. Look at this dude. Actually, what is this dude? Does that guy not look familiar? Does this character not look exactly like 3 and 4? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he fucking does. I mean, almost exactly. He's got the weird ski mask with the mouthpiece open. He's got the RPGs out the back. He's got... This is what it looked like back in the day. That's what people wanted. I particularly wanted the Battlefield 5 customization, where you could pick a character of either sex, male or female, and then you could pick a hat or helmet, and then a top, and a, you know, and then your trousers. But instead of having like this, where you can only select certain, you know, like I want to be a chick, especially, no offense, but I mean, who wants to be that dog face? No offense. And I'm sorry, but realistically, I think that there's legitimately, at least in the United States armed forces, only ever been 2 female operators to actually formally pass sniper courses and become effectively, like, in actual what they would consider to be a tier 1 type sniper within, like, the Rangers or the Berets. And I think one was the Berets and I think the other one was the Rangers. And as far as I know, to this date, like to current, there's only been 2 females who have ever passed sniper courses of the most highest of highs. One might have been a Marine, and one might have been a Ranger or whatever, or Delta, but I'm not sure. But neither one of them, as far as I know, as far as that has been published, have ever been in an active combat situation or were ever deployed as a sniper in the duty of a sniper. I mean, I'm sure that they've been deployed or whatever, but they've never been on missions as, like, that platoon or that squad's, you know, recon, as far as I know. This might have changed. This may change one day, but as far as I'm aware, there is no reason why Battlefield decided that they were going to do this stupid stuff. Oh, where is it? It might have been the other one. Oh, yeah, no, I guess, okay, never mind. It's just this one, because, you know, they're within the sniper, or the recon kind of category. Since, you know, they're lined up like that, I'd imagine that that's kind of their role that they fit. You know, or like blah blah blah, royal medic. See, he's a medic, right? That goes along with the medics. Okay, this is a chick. Rachel McKenzie. Definitely a chick. For 10 years, Rachel McKenzie served as an operator in Australia's Special Air Service Regiment, which makes no sense why she would be a sniper in the Air Force, because then again, it's Australia. I don't know anything about Australia. Engaging in West Africa, whatever. casualties and her subsequent, you know, relate to whatever actions grew quickly headhunted by Pax Armada. Mackenzie applied her skills to clandestine weapons transfers at Hunter's Ridge in preparation for the attack on California. Like, as far as I know, that is very unlikely, even probably in the Australian service, you know, armed forces. But I have no idea. What does make sense, though, is like, oh no, I think that became something else. That's the other one. It's the NATO, that they're all female in the support class, except for this dude. And that dude, and I think this might be a chick too. I don't know. It might be a guy. It might be a chick. It might be the confused. Oh no, it's a him. Okay. But this is a chick. This is a chick. And this is a chick. Like, I kind of get that, you know, the females all being medics. But I really don't, get, like, why, you know, why they did it to where you can select only so many, but yeah, I wish that they would have done the Battlefield 5 thing with the customization, and you can pick whatever gender you want it to be, rather than being forced to pick from generic-ass, you know, these things, and then, like, how you unlock the other things besides buying them, like, you know, for example, recon. Like, you know, I'm never going to unlock these, the ones that are unlockable, like King of the Hill. So I'll never unlock this. Never unlock this. Probably never gonna unlock that or this. Not that I would wear this one, that one. I would probably wear that one. And I might wear this one, but I'm likely never going to unlock it because I don't play King of the Hill because they fucked that up. Instead of it being a massive 32 on 32, you know, like a normal battle, they made it like a 6x6. So it's like a fucking gay little, you know, Call of Duty kind of game. And I'm sorry, I play Battlefield to play Battlefield. I don't play Battlefield to want to relate to Call of Duty. I play Battlefield for big-ass maps. Fucking vehicles in those maps. You know, like large vehicles, tanks, transport, whatever. And I also, you know, mainly snipe the shit out of people. And I try to do that, you know, get like over 1,000-meter kill, which I've gotten close. I haven't done it yet, unfortunately. I've gotten 898. Although, to be fair, I think that's BS, because when I tagged the guy, it literally tagged him at over 1,000 meters out, and then when I got the headshot, because that wasn't just a kill, that was a headshot, it told me that no, it was only 898 meters. And I'm going, well, that's funny, because I distanced it, and I could barely see the dude with a 10x scope, you know? But I ended up nailing him in the face after a couple tries. But in Battlefield 2042, I have, you know, over 1,000-meter headshot, which they don't track. I've actually gotten a couple. One of them I have on video. In Battlefield 5, I did get a 900 and something or 1,000 meter kill shot on the train level in the icy lands, and it was actually a double kill because two people just happened to be front and back to each other, and when I shot one of them, the other, it went right through both of their heads. But for whatever reason, the game decided that it wasn't going to count that shot, and so my longest headshot with a sniper in Battlefield 5 is apparently under 500 meters, even though I know for a fact that it was closer to 1,000 because, you know, that's what my rangefinder said, and I was quite a ways away because it was a large map, and I got 2 kills with it, so I don't know. Whatever. But, you know, it's still better than what it was. Oh, and look at that, there's a campaign. Did you know that? There's a campaign. You know what game didn't have a campaign? 2042. So, yeah. I think they went in the right direction. But that's just me. I'm still confused about the fucking guns.